Emmitt Smith, one of the highest praised running backs in the history of football, he once said, all men are created equal. Some just work harder in preseason. Preacher can preach. It's so true, though, in life. It's back to Pasteur. Fortune favors the prepared mind. I heard about this kickboxer who was interviewed. He had just won some national title, and they said, man, you're so lucky. How does it feel to be so lucky? And he said, lucky? Pfft, the harder I work, the luckier I seem to get. It's not what you think it is. I met these two twin brothers in Nashville, authors, and they were introducing me to authors. I met Max Lucado, like the Yoda of book writing, unbelievable. These two brothers, I said, what's your book about? They said, a little bit of everything. I said, why? Because that's just what we've done. I said, what do you mean? They go, well, we were professional baseball players. We were on the Boston Red Sox for a while. They're also, I should tell you, like, you look at them, they look like they jumped off of the page of GQ. They're both like 6'3", chiseled jaw, you just look, you kind of people you meet and you hate instantly, And they're like, oh, we've been in real estate, 100 different cities we own things in, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and now they're authors, of course, because no one can be born into the gene pool like these two apparently can, and so they're unbelievable. And I said, what would you say is the secret to your success and all you've done and accomplished? They're the nicest guys ever. It was super fun getting to know them. They said probably the biggest principle that's driven us has been this. Perspiration before motivation. Perspiration before motivation. So I said, explain. They said, work hard before you feel like it. Work hard when doing today what others won't so you can do tomorrow what others can't. And I said, tell me like what that's looked like. And they said, okay, we're little kids. And we're little kids that want to play professional baseball one day. And so while all of our friends would go out and play, we'd get our dad's keys to the Volvo and go out front, and one of us would sit in the car so we could hit the brake at the right time, and the other of us would push the car, and then we'd get to the end of the street, we'd switch seats and push each other back. That was playtime for us, pushing the car. We didn't feel like it. We felt like playing Pogs, like all the other children of the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Anybody remember Pogs? I had a slammer. It was awesome. It had no fear on it. So good. So when they were young, they were perspiring when they didn't feel like it so they could then achieve the success, the outcome that everyone wants. We often so misunderstand the nature of breaking through. It's that perspiration. It's that doing the work. It's that muscling down and discipline that oftentimes God blesses. This is all over the Bible. You could look at Joseph. You could look at Elijah. You could look at Abraham. You could look at David. It just seems to be God's custom to tuck a dream into our heart that we're not ready for yet, and then to act like he doesn't even know us the next time we see him. And that's all a test to see, will you hang on? Can I trust you with this dream? It's gonna be even harder when it does come true to stay humble and to stay faithful. So I need to see now if you can handle it. It's this Willy Wonka trick so that at the end he can give you the factory, he can give you the dream that he took away. And he's saying, will you lay down your Isaac so that I can maybe one day give him back to you? But if you take matters into your own hands, if you go chopping ears off, Peter, if you go into killing Egyptians, what you are able to achieve will never hold a candle to what I actually wanted to do through you. And where Moses can barely bury the body of one Egyptian on his own, when he's got God at his back, he will bury the entire army inside the Red Sea. Where Moses ran and fled like a little girl at the first sign of trouble, someone threatening to kill him, when he has God's strength coursing through his veins, and when the time is right, he will stand fearlessly before the king, and nations will run away from him like water off a rock.